Hello everyone, welcome back to the Python for the Beginner series. Previously, we have seen about the input and casting in Python. So today in this video, we are going to learn about the strings in Python. So let's start. I have made here an empty Python file in Visual Studio Code. Today's agenda is to cover these three topics. We are going to look about string concatenation, the string slicing, and the various string methods. So before starting about the string, let's see how we can write the comments in a Python. So to write a comment in a Python, you simply have to write the hash sign in front of the comment, and then you can write anything here. So these comments are non-executable things. Okay, so these comments are going to be ignored during the runtime. So now let's start about the string. Okay, the first topic is string concatenation. The string concatenation is to concatenate, is to join the two strings. Let me say the variable first name is John, the last name is Doy. Now we have to write the full name of the user. Then you can simply do it by first name plus last name. This plus sign will concatenate these two strings, the John and the Doe. Now let me print the full name and see. Let me run this. As you can see, it is printing John Doe. Okay, as you can notice here, there is no any space between the first name and the last name. So we have to place an empty white space character in between the first name and last name. So what we can do is, after this we can concatenate another empty string here. So this will add the space in between the first name and the last name. Now let me print this. You can see it is printing the full name right here. Okay, so you can also concatenate the strings in the print statement. You can write the full name of is. So after this we have to write the full name. Okay, so we can simply concatenate this string with this string. Okay, now if I print this, then you can see the full name is John Doe. This is the string concatenation in Python. So now let's talk about the string slicing. The string slicing is simply to take the certain portion of the string. You can about the slicing the cake, how we can take a portion of cake by slicing it. Similarly, we can take the portion of the string by slicing it. Okay, now let me define one string. Let me say name is Johnny. Okay, so this string has also an index. Okay, the J character here is in the 0th position, O is in 1 position, X in 2, N in 3, and Y in 4, and so on. Okay, if I have another characters here, then it will be J will be in the position 0, O will be in 1, H in 2, N in 3, Y in 4, and this space character will be in 5. This D will be in 6, O will be in 7, and E will be in 8. Okay, and there is also a negative indexing here. The negative indexing always starts from the end of the string. Okay, so the E is in the position of -1, O in the -2, D in -3, the space is in -4, and so on. Okay, now what if I want to take the first character of the string? You can simply print name and 0. Okay, so this will give the first character of this string. Now let me print this. You can see it is printing here Z. If I want to take this Y character, then you have to count in which index the Y is. It is in 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can simply 4. It is printing Y here, right? Okay, now let's talk about the slicing. Okay, so the syntax for slicing is, you can simply write the variable name. Okay, let me comment this out. Okay, so variable name. Okay, and in this big bracket we have to give the start index, you have to give the end index, and you have to give the step. So the variable name is your name. Okay, let me start the index from this 0. Okay, I have to start from this first character, so the starting index will be 0, and let me say I have to take the string starting from J and ending at Y. Okay, and you can simply give the position of Y. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This will, let me print this out. This will return the name John. Okay, this will include the starting index and exclude the ending index. Let me show you. You can see it is printing John. Okay, so what I mean is, if you start from the 0, then it will include the character 0, and if you end at a character 4, then it will include the character only up to the third index. It won't take the fourth index. Okay, so if you have to take the whole character Johnny, then you have to increment it by 1. Now it is printing here Johnny, right? So the start and end is this. Okay, now for the step means it will step the character. Okay, if I give the step of 1, then it will give Johny. Okay, it won't leave any character. Let me print this. See, it is giving Johnny. If I give the step of 2, then it will leave the one character. Okay, it will first print J, it won't print O, it will print H, it won't print N, it will print Y. Okay, as you can see, it is printing this J, H, and Y. If I give the step of 3, then it will leave the 2 character and then print it. Okay, as you can see, it is printing J and N. It will print J, it will leave this 2 character O and H, and it will print N. Okay, and after that the indexing is finished. Yeah, indexing is up to 5 only, and after 5 there is no any character, so it will end there. Okay, now if you want to go from the starting index, then you don't have to give the index 0 also, you can only give it 1. Okay, if you want in the starting index, if you want to start from the first character, then you can leave it blank. Okay, and if you want to go to the end of the character, okay, if you want to go from this J to this E, then you can end space empty. Okay, it will, this will print the whole character. Okay, let me first clear this terminal out and run this. You can see it is printing John Doe. It is printing from starting up to end. Okay, now let me leave the one character. Let me give the step size of 2 and run this. It is giving J, right? Leaving one character, printing H. Leaving one character, it is printing Y. Leaving another character, printing D. Leaving another character, printing E. So this is the string slicing. If you want to concatenate the string in the between of some certain string, then you can also do that. Okay, so let me define a variable s is equals to dot wax work. Okay, now what if you want to change this character, the wax workman, into the wax work woman? Okay, so you can simply do it by concatenating the W in this position. Okay, so S will be, we have to concatenate the string, we have to start from the first character, so I am leaving here the blank, and for the end character we have to go to up to this M character. Okay, because we want to concatenate the string here, so the index of M is, let me count it, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? The M is a character 12, so it will be 12 here, plus we have to concatenate W, right? And after that, after this 12 character, all the characters will remain same. Okay, so in this case the starting index will be 12 and the end index will be up to the end character, so we can leave it blank. Now let me print this as and run this. You will see it is printing the wax work home. Okay, now we have completed the slicing and concatenation. Now let's move on to our next topic, that is methods. There are lots of built-in methods for manipulating strings in Python. I will show you some of the methods in the Python. Okay, so let me define one string. Let me say S is Nepal. Okay, let me give this as Nepal. Okay, so what if I want to capitalize the first character of this string? We can do it simply by doing s dot capitalize. Okay, this capitalize method will give the copy of this string. Okay, it won't override this string. What I mean is, let me show you by printing this. Let me call this method this one, and after that let me print the s again. Let me run this. You can see it is printing the Nepal with the first letter capital N. If we again print this character as, it is printing the same back original string in which the N is of in lowercase. I mean, this will only return the copy of the string. It will not override this string. This is the first method, that is capitalize. Another method you can use is the count method. Okay, the count method will count the certain character in the string. Let me give the another string name as the mountains. Now if I want to count the number of m in this string as, then you can simply write it as stored in a variable count. The syntax here is, you write the string in which you want to count the character and dot the count method and the character that you want to search, and here the second argument it will take is the position from where to where. Okay, so I will start from the index 0 and will move up to the index s. Okay, now let me count how many characters are there. 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, so you can simply go to the 13. Okay, as you have to input all of the characters. Okay, now let me print this count. It is showing 1 because m is occurring only one time in this string. Now if you don't want to count each characters in the string, then what you can do is, you can simply find out the length of the string. You can do it by the length function. Okay, the length function is used to calculate the number of characters in the string, or you can calculate the length of the string, say, and you in the parameter you will pass the of which string you want to calculate the length. You can simply write as. This will also return the same result 1. Now let me show you by printing the length. Okay, now length as, let me first clear out this. Now if I run this, you can see that the length of this string is printing as 13. Now let's move on to the another method, that is find. Find method is used to find index of certain character in the string. Now let me say the index variable. Now I want to find the, let's say, index of o in this string s. You can simply do it by s dot find. You have to find the position of the character o starting from first index to the end. Let me print the index. It is showing the index of the o is 5. You can verify that by counting 0 1 2 3. This space, white space character, I have also counted this also. So this is 3 4 and 5. So the index of o here is 5. Now let me move on to the another method, that is to capitalize all these characters. Okay, you can simply do it by s dot upper. And to convert all this character into a lowercase, you can simply write as the lower, that is the string variable name dot the lower and the upper. Let me print this. You can see the this method is giving the all uppercase string, and this method is giving all the lowercase string. Okay, now another one of the important method is the split method. Split method is used to split the string by certain character. Now, if I want to split this string by the white space character, if I want to split these two characters, that is the and the mountains, then you can see these characters are bounded by this or separated by this white space character. You can simply do it. Let me print it. Do it right as dot split, and it will split these two characters. You can let me run this. See, you can, as you can see, it has split it into the two characters. Okay, you can also split it by another character by simply specifying character inside of this quotation mark inside of this split function. Let me show you one case. Okay. Now, if you are creating an app, and in that app, if you are taking the email of the user, now you want to automatically generate a username of that user from the email. So let me say email is abc@gmail.com. This is of course a string. Now what if you want to generate a username from this email? You can simply write username will be, we have to split the email by this @character. Now if I print the username, then you will be getting the list of these two characters, abc and the gmail.com. You can see you will get the list of abc and the gmail.com. This is in the position 0 and this is in the position 1. So you want to take the character in this 0 position, so simply 0 and run this, you will get abc. So that's it. In this video we have learned about the string, its concatenation, slicing, and different methods that are used in the string. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe.